All right, it's time to learn a couple of knots and ties. They are so popular. I love doing them and I get asked all the time, how do you do that? So I figured I would show you. Party perk. All right, so let's get started. I grab some fabric off to the side. This is my most popular one. I get asked all the time. I'm using a cloth hair tie. And if you don't have one, let me know and I'll send you one, okay? I wrap this around a couple of times and then it just leaves me with some extra material, okay? And I kind of flatten this out a little bit and then I use one of these little hair ties. I use them in my daughter's hair a lot. You could pick a color that goes with your style of the day or a clear one if you don't want to see it, whatever you want to do. And then you just grab, you kind of flatten it out. You grab that center because now you're going to make the center of the flower. And you just wrap it around a couple of times. And then you just kind of mess with the flower a little bit. Oh, that turned out really good. How cute is that, right? And then there you go. There's the center of my flower. And you can kind of mess with this a little bit and you kind of monkey with it. So there is the first knot or tie, whatever you want to call it. And then that just pops out. Throw that hair tie over there. But I'm going to keep this one. So we're going to take this out. And I'll show you the next one. So the next one that I do is now I'm going to come underneath. Okay, don't worry. Kept my other shirt on, as you could probably tell. And I'm going to take that same type of fabric that I did for my first one. And I'm going to tie it when I'm coming from underneath, okay? So you won't see that big bunch of fabric. All right, there you go. And I'm going to pull this down. So it's kind of tunicky now. You can't really see my bottoms. So how cool is that? And you can kind of adjust this, put it where you want it to go, depending on your body type and style, right? Kind of mess with it. And it gives it some definition. I think it's really neat and cool what that looks like. It's really fun when you do this with patterns too. So you can put this here, you can put it in the back, you could put this on the side and kind of make it waterfall-like. It's really neat. So there's another one. Pull this out now. And it's really gentle on the fabric. I've never ever had any problems using any of these techniques with any of the shirts. So here's one. I like to do it if, I don't know, I just get sick of it the way it's laying throughout the day or it gets hot. You could do it anytime. This is just a typical knot. So you wrap it around and you pull it through. And I like to tighten it up some, but I don't like leaving this little bit here. So then you could wrap it around like this. You wrap it back through and tuck it under, and then there you go. It's gone, and then it'll just sit like that. Or you can push it back through this way, and then it kind of looks like a little flower, like a little rose. So there's a couple ways if you don't have a hair tie with you that you can tie it up. I like using this technique for my Irmas especially. So awesome. There you go. There's a couple of cool little tips for you, different ways to style your LuLaRoe. All right, let's keep going with this party.